Welcome back to Through the Light podcast.
Welcome back.
Yeah.
We're back and we're better than
As
ever.
you guys can see, we have a guest.
Malachi, introduce yourself.
Introduce yourself.
What's up, everybody? My name is Malachi. I'm really honored to be here. You know.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Malachi swears. Okay. We're excited today because this is our first episode that's recorded.
Yep.
And we have our first guest, Malachi.
Yes, sir.
So I think
No
we
pressure.
should- Yeah, no pressure.
Yep.
No pressure.
But you should feel honored.
I am very honored and humbled. You feel me?
Okay.
Wow, okay.
Honored and humbled.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think we should just start by you introducing yourself to those who know you, those who are going to know you, and all that extra stuff.
Yeah,
All
let
right.
the people know about Malachi.
Who is Malachi?
Yeah.
Appiah.
Malachi is just a really humble guy. You know. I graduated high school from North. I'm taking you guys all the way back to high school.
Take us.
You know what I'm saying?
Eh?
I graduated high school, North High School in Worcester. Shout out to North.
Shout out to North High School.
Yeah, and then I went on to Fitchburg State University. That's where I met these guys, you know what I'm saying?
Falcon.
And then we just clicked, you know what I'm saying? Because we all Ghanaians and we just vibe.
Yep.
It was good vibes in college, you know.
We were trying to figure out how we met Malachi.
I remember how I met him. Like, I met him in Russell because the freshmen, we had to live in Russell, and you was checking people in. That's how I know
I remember
Malachi.
that.
I don't know how you met Malachi.
Lizzie and I met Malachi at Bible studies. That's the only thing.
Oh,
I remember.
yeah.
And you
I
were
remember Bible
stealing
studies.
The bread.
Wow.
Remember you were stealing the bread?
Nah, I like to, you know what I'm saying? I hate wasting food and like,
He took
You know what I'm
the
saying?
whole, like, the bread.
because like, I knew nobody was going to take it and like, it was going to go to waste. So I'm like, I'm going to just take all of it.
So you took it to your dorm?
I took it to my
He came
dorm.
back to our dorm.
Actually, yeah, I took
Right.
it, and then I think I seen y'all going up, so I just, you know what I'm saying, I came up with y'all, and then I just, at the end of the day, I didn't even end up eating all of it. I ended up like dashing it out.
Was
To
it
other
good?
people.
It wasn't even good.
It wasn't all that.
That's how we met Malachi, and then like we just been cool ever since.
Yep.
Yeah, it's cool vibes, isn't it?
Okay. So today, the reason why we have Malachi on the podcast is because we feel like he'll be a very good person to come on. But why?
So the reason why is because we saw a version of Malachi in college that is not the same version today.
Yep.
Like we've seen his growth.
No, it's
but
not
it's
bad.
true.
It's
Like
not
we've seen
bad.
his growth and it's been very positive. So it's like, you know, we just want to touch on base on like how he's changed, and he's gonna explain that for himself. So like, Malachi, how are you different from who you were 4 years ago?
Thank you for asking me that question, you know. But to answer that question, I had to do a lot of growth, like a lot of growing and a lot of maturing, because I feel like a lot of times when you're young, like, you don't really get to see things in a lot of different perspective until, like, you know, you go through different experiences and, like, you know what I'm saying, you actually just go through life and you just grow. And, like, a lot of times I'd be catching myself, I'd be like, damn, like, if I had to look back or if I had to go back and, like, you know what I'm saying, tell my old self something, like, it would be like, just, bro, just take your time through life.
Wow.
Like, life is a lot. You know what I'm saying? Don't overwhelm yourself. Like, just take your time, be a kid, and, like, just go through life, become an adult, and, like, you know what I'm saying? Just give your time to grow. Because sometimes, too, like, people try to, like, grow up too fast, and, like, sometimes they tend to lose themselves, like, through that process. So, but with me, I definitely grew a lot. Like, I always pride myself in, like, being really mature, and, like, every time a situation presents itself, like, just, you know what I'm saying, just tackling the situation, like, the best way I can, like, as a mature adult. So,
And I think that's crazy because I feel like we were all in that position. 'Cause I think that's
Yeah.
just the college environment.
yeah.
I think college is all about like, who am I? And you don't figure out who you are until the end.
That's true.
And I
That's
think
facts.
that's something that we can all relate to. And I think since we all met, like we all went through that process, but in different ways.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's why we can relate to what he's saying.
Nah, but to, like, double back on that, like, I really like it's a maturity thing for me because
For sure.
there's been a lot of situations where I'm like, damn, like my old self wouldn't handle this like this way.
Yeah.
Like, but now, like, I feel like there's nothing in life that
You can't handle.
you say I can't handle. Like, I can handle everything. Like,
And that's crazy. Because you
For
be
me?
like, before I wouldn't act that way. You
Yeah.
shock yourself.
No, you do.
The way you react to a situation. Because
like you
before that would have.
notice your own growth.
Exactly.
You know?
For
And
real.
that's growth within itself.
Yeah.
You realizing that you would act in a different way is crazy.
and like when you like in life when you catch yourself like in those moments, like you actually it puts a smile on your face and
It
you like,
do.
Yeah, it makes
yeah.
you proud.
You know what I'm
So
saying?
You're like, damn, I've changed.
Yeah.
You guys can't tell me nothing. Once you are able to control your emotions towards situations,
Control your
things that used to
emotion
get
is
under
deep
your
right there.
skin,
Yep.
Things that
Yeah.
used to hurt you, have you
deep.
overthinking,
it
doesn't
makes
even
you,
touch
like,
you.
unstoppable.
It makes you
I
unstoppable.
definitely for sure. Yeah.
That's
So, like, when we met Malachi, who was Malachi? We got to go down that path because, woo, baby,
hey,
we
Malachi.
all been there. When you met us too,
yeah.
right?
Yeah. I mean, I seen y'all grow too. No, like I'm
Yeah.
not gonna cap. Like I seen y'all grow for like you know what I'm saying this podcast. I remember when y'all called me about it. I was like, you know what I'm saying, y'all should definitely do it. You know what I'm saying it's gonna really blow up. You know what I'm saying like having guests, just you know what I'm saying y'all being yourself and just talking about just life and you know just whatever y'all want to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
Just make it the podcast like you know what I'm saying y'all own thing and that's all it takes. But y'all definitely I see the growth. Like I ain't gonna cap. So I'm really proud of you guys.
Thank you.
For
The
yeah.
Delight Podcast. Follow us on Instagram. Anyways, yeah. So when we met Malachi, like, who was Malachi? I guess like from high school to college, you transitioned,
Yeah.
right?
Even though we didn't know you from high school, but like
That we
I'm
met
sure.
a part of high school Malachi. I assume.
Mm,
You think so?
I don't
do you
know.
think there was like a jump between high school Malachi and college Malachi?
Definitely. But like I already had like a mindset of like, you know, what I wanted to do like when I got to college.
Okay.
And then I think like
Didn't think that far.
Yeah.
That just showed up.
I mean like cuz I was lucky enough to have like, you know, great teachers and mentors and like
Right.
in high school that like, you know what I'm saying, put me on like great paths. Cuz I remember like I was part of the HSA like Department of Science Academy in high school. So we had a really good teacher. Her name was Miss Loritzen. You know, shout out to Miss Loritzen. You know
Shout
what
out
I'm
to
saying?
Miss Loritzen.
She usually
That's a tongue twister.
That is a name.
yeah. Nah, she's a great
Powerful.
person. Loritzen, yeah. But like yeah, she really like put us on like a lot of us that wanted to do like pursue something in the health field like
Right.
she really put us on into like you know a lot of you know like avenues and stuff. And to be honest, talking about it like I remember I said to myself like I wish like back in high school like I knew the things that I knew now because I felt like because we had an internship in UMass and you know UMass is it's a big facility so but now like right now I'm actually working for IT in UMass.
Period.
I'm not even doing the health like
You switch gears.
I switched like I turned all the way around like because I wanted to be a doctor.
Whew.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? But
Hey.
now, and like that's still the
wow.
goal because I have the degree in
Dr.
biology that I
Appiah.
could still like
Pursue.
pursue
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
whenever I want to. But
Life
I got
has
to,
its way of.
you know what I'm saying? Just I want to because I always had a passion for computer science, but like my brother, it's actually a funny story. My brother was actually supposed to like pursue that, so I
Wow.
wanted to go a different route and like with biology and with
Be a
the health
doctor.
and become a doctor. You know
And look where God brought you.
what I'm saying? I
Right
think
back to
Where you
the
was
root,
trying to
the
run
root
from.
of it.
Nope.
Wherever you was trying to run from, he said, "Come on."
The
back.
door you closed.
nah, no funny stuff. Like I really work in mysterious
He
ways.
do.
Like, it's
He really
crazy.
Oh my gosh.
I think this is destined. I'm not trying to be like, you know what I'm saying, but
No,
I really
you're
think
humble about it because it's not like you go walking around like I'm in IT like, and
Yeah.
that's one thing I can relate to.
Yeah.
I really humble myself with the things that God gives me because people are fighting for this.
nah, for real.
People are still doing 4 years to get to where you are, and you got it just by an application.
Yeah.
That's favored.
It is.
It's a funny story. She was the one that actually put me onto that job.
Yeah.
Shout-
She
shout
told
out
me
to
about that,
Lynese.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Lynese. She's a great friend, man. Like
I just feel like that's why I always say like it humbles me that I even have one foot in the door. So if I can allow somebody else to have that foot as well,
Yeah.
I want that from my friends. Like, I want to see my friends winning. So when he said, like, do you know anybody? Because I was not trying to get the job. I was not trying to get the job because I mean, have a really good job. And
exactly.
Instead of being like,
but like God used you to get to Malachi.
Right.
Bro,
Yeah.
for real.
I love that.
But you didn't even major in computer science, right? You say that's a crazy thing.
That's evidence.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't psychology, but I still use what I acquired in undergrad in technology because I deal with end users, I deal with professors, students. They can relate to me. I can have patients relate to them and have good customer service.
Exactly.
Shout out to Walmart. Let's throw it back.
Nah, I feel like almost everybody like worked
at
Walmart or like some type of retail like job. Like
you have to.
You know what I'm saying? It's a stepping stone.
You can do customer service. You can do
anything.
Nah, for real.
You have to learn how to be able to deal with people.
Right. Yeah.
Not only at your job, but in life.
So, and sometimes
it's hard. It's hard.
No, life is tough, bro. Like life is tough. Once you become an adult, you be like, sheesh, this is tough.
Sir. It is tough. But speaking about life, Malachi, let's run it back.
Run it back.
Run it back.
Like, what has like happened in your life that made you want to change, or make you want to grow personally?
I think once you like the whole thing I was saying about growth, like once you really age is just a number, but every single time you celebrate your birthday, like you get to understand that like you really growing up. Like you're not the same person. Like you can't. It's different things you got to do to. You know what I'm saying? Like you start to see things from a different perspective, and it's like it's up to you to decide, like the life that I want to live, like I can't be the same. Like, it is on you. You feel me? You can't be the same person you are throughout life and expect to be somebody great or expect to have the life that you aspire.
And that's
for.
Crazy because I remember like over the summer I was really struggling with what I wanted to with my birthday. Like I had something completely planned out, and one day I told Nyelah like I don't want to do that. Yeah. And she said something that stuck with me, like, your birthday is your birthday.
I said that.
That's
girl. Crazy.
Yeah, you don't remember?
It's about you on your birthday. It's about nobody else.
When you go to bed at night, you're the one that turning that new age.
Yeah.
Wow. It's for nobody.
Nobody
you don't
else
know
but
that
you.
You said that.
Nah, I just be saying stuff like...
That's deep.
But that's deep, though.
That's deep.
It hit me.
See, that's the growth, though. That's the growth right there.
What you be saying. She told
you be
me,
dropping
like,
some gems.
She said, I'm not turning 23. You're turning 23. It's your birthday. You celebrate how you want to celebrate. I say, yeah, it is my birthday.
It's true.
And I feel like we get tied up in this loop that we want to do what everybody else wants to do, but what do you want to do for your birthday?
Yeah.
It's your new age.
Exactly.
Right? Facts. God put another year into your life, not the next person or that person.
Yep.
Oh, for real.
Yeah, that's what she told me. And I was like, girl, you said nothing but a word.
Seriously. And it's like you have to grow too, like you were saying. That's like growth. Like sometimes when you grow, you have to separate yourself from people. Did you have to separate yourself from like your friends?
That's another thing.
What did you have to do to really lock in? You know.
Nah, sometimes like I got to realize that in life, once you really take a step back and like you be by yourself, you start to see things like really like a lot of things that you miss. Like when you in the action, you don't really get to see it. But when you take a step back and you actually like, analyze things, you get to really like see things. Like
you know why? Because like you hear the most in stillness.
You do.
Yeah. When you're in chaos, you're not hearing nothing.
It's true.
When someone's in your ear about X, Y, and Z, you're not even hearing your own thoughts. You're hearing what they're telling you, and that's why one thing I learned is like when I'm in a situation, I can't ask for advice no more.
Yeah, because you have to block out the
not
noise.
Saying like I won't take it, but it's like hearing what you have to say over something that I have to control. It's not helping me. I gotta block out everything to know how to move forward, and I think that just goes to show a change. You have to block out the noise.
You really do.
You can't. Someone else can't tell you how to change. It starts from you.
Nah, for real.
Because only you know you.
Only
better,
you know you.
You know.
Because somebody can tell you what to do to change, but it's like they're not in your shoes.
Exactly.
You feel me?
Yeah. You can
like,
tell me X, Y, and Z, but I still will never relate.
It's
how
up to you. Man.
It's you versus you when you decide to change.
You versus you,
and it's uncomfortable.
Very.
Once again, we talked about it before, but it's really uncomfortable.
It's very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
It's not fun.
And like sometimes you could be so like caught up in dark moments
Wow.
that it takes you to get yourself out of that. Like you can't even rely on your friends to get you out.
Sometimes that crowd is pulling you back in, and you're like, nah, I'm
to
trying
the old
to get
you.
out. Yeah.
You're trying to be a new you.
It takes a lot of self-discipline.
It takes
It
a lot
does.
and self-control.
Self-control.
What?
Yes.
Don't text him back.
that's-
You're looking at the Snapchat. He's typing.
It's a big one.
You know when you really be minding your business and they pop up, that's God testing you.
That's
Are you really
the biggest
changing?
test.
Or are you going to double back?
Yeah.
Because like I say, the minute you step back off trail, you have to reset.
You have to start over.
You changed yesterday and you went back to your old ways. You have to start over.
Yeah.
That's why a lot of people end up giving up because like
Wow.
they don't have the
Yup.
self-control and self-awareness to realize that, damn, I got presented this same situation before and I acted this way that I acted before and
Wow.
it didn't get me nowhere.
Yeah.
But then like if you don't change that, you know what I'm saying, reaction that you had to the situation, you still gonna get the same results. You feel me?
Yeah.
And it's like some people don't realize that until like
It hits the fan.
you know what I'm saying? Like it's
That
just crazy.
same situation that came at you 10 times, that 10th time, it came, but it hit you hard.
Yeah.
It blew you.
But that's when like they say like experience is the best teacher. Like and we have a saying
Right?
Write
that down.
and then we
Right
have
now.
a saying in Chi that like if we turn such any part I just said such it. Like you could tell somebody, you could try to advise somebody all you want, but they're not gonna change until like what you were saying happened to them, and then that's gonna make them change because that's gonna hit them. It's gonna hit them hard, and then that's when like they will realize and get that realization that damn, like this person said this, but now like I see why they said that.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's like your parents telling you, like, literally focus on your books.
Mm-hmm. Or when
You
your
were
parents
blocking
tell
out the
you,
noise. Like, no, I'm going to college. I'm going to do me. Yo,
Yeah.
if I can go back
I
and
would.
focus on my books.
of course.
Ugh,
And it's also like when your parents tell you like you'll understand one day. You'll
literally.
understand.
You'll be a parent
Yeah.
one day.
Because like sometimes you don't understand things the way they're supposed to be understood
Yeah.
until you look at it through a different lens. Like when you're the new version of yourself,
Wow.
that's when you see, okay, that's why it didn't work out when I was an old version of myself.
And that's why you can just never say never, because you never know when you'll come across that situation that you'll be like, damn, now I know why you said that.
Yeah.
Or now I can see a situation and be like, I know how to handle that. I was there before.
Mm-hmm.
But you guys think it has to do with like growth? Because you know when you don't have the mental capacity to break down a situation or
Mhm.
comprehend what somebody's telling you. It could be just because you're not matured enough mentally.
I think I can answer that because, like, back in our college days, like, Malachi would be the person to be like, you got to do this, you got to do that. But I was too immature to take the advice he was giving me, right? So if someone is here and you're here, you're not taking the advice. You keep doubling back to who you are.
Yeah.
But like I said, thinking about the people who are on the podcast and who has changed and this and that, I thought about Malachi because he told me so many things that I'm now doing at 23.
Hey,
And
man.
he told
Shout
me
out
those-
to Malachi.
Shout out to Malachi.
Shout out to Malachi.
And he told me those things when I was, 19?
Wow.
But you're not mature to accept that advice,
Yeah,
That's true.
right? So it's like, it is about growth.
definitely about growth, I'll say.
Yeah.
So, like, I think everybody in life has that one situation that kind of, like,
Pushes them.
It pushes you or it shakes you up.
Yeah.
If you are comfortable to talk about that.
Wow, that's deep. You
There's
gotta really-
always that, like, there's so many situations, but there's that one
There's that one that's like
that you
nah,
know, like,
I gotta do something different.
I gotta switch it up.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, like you said, there's a lot of things that could really shape you into who you're meant to be, you know, in life. But with me, I say like I always want to like put my parents like in the best place possible, like because I know the stuff that they went through to just get me to where I am.
Mm-hmm.
So like I always pray to God to just give me like the power to being in a place where I could always give back to my parents and, you know what I'm saying, make them proud. So I would say that having that in the back of my head is probably the best motivation that I have, like, to always, like, pursue, you know what I'm saying, the highest, like, achievement that I could get.
Wow.
Because I know, like, once you really make it big, there's nothing you can't do. You know what I'm saying? Because life is going to throw a lot of stuff at you, but you always got to keep your head up high and just keep going. You know what I'm saying, whatever you got to do. If you got to crawl, you got to just keep moving. Don't ever stop. Like, you know what I'm saying,
you have to crawl.
You have to crawl.
If you have to crawl, you have to just walk slow.
Next to you, but if you have to
it's a marathon, man.
You'll get there.
Yeah.
It's not
telling
about
you.
the pace someone's going at.
It's really not.
That's wow.
Because that's another thing that
Write it down.
That's another thing that people got to really realize in life, that, like, somebody might get there quicker than you. It might take you a while to get there.
But you'll get there.
But you're going to get there.
You're going to get there.
Because you don't know, like, what would happen if you got there earlier than, like,
you were supposed to.
You don't even know how they got there.
How they got there.
See that they got there. But what did they do in the background?
You don't know.
There?
They could have did something.
Something crazy.
That you don't want to do.
Or they just put in a lot of work. You never know.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
But you just never know. That's why you got to focus on you.
You got to always focus on you.
That's when you start comparing yourself.
Comparison is a disease.
This and that. Everyone in my age group is doing this and that. Who cares?
Yeah.
Who actually cares?
Yeah.
Like, I actually, like, sometimes I feel like people kind of look at us like, damn, like, they're here, but it's like we're still working. We still got things. It looks good, right, on paper.
Yeah.
But we still got work to do.
And not to cut you off, but I always tell you guys, like, y'all friend group.
Shout out to Lizzie and Anna.
Bro, y'all friend group.
He tells us this all the time.
This is the guest we're talking about.
Because I've been around people. Let
them know.
Tell them.
Not to just say this because, like, I'm cool and stuff, but, like, you guys are literally, like, the best friend group, one of the best friend group I've ever been around.
Wow.
Because, like, there's, like, I've been around friend groups that's, like, toxic. Like, they act like they're cool in the public eye, but they're really not.
Wow.
Like, behind closed doors, they're not cool. But then, like, when they're around everybody, it's all laughing, like.
Because
after that, it looks good.
I need someone to go out with that night.
Bro.
I need someone to take a snap with me that night.
Everybody's trying, like, you know what I'm saying? You're going to be like, damn, I want to be in that friend group. But then behind closed doors,
it's not like that.
It's madness.
And, man, they bumping heads and, like, they really arguing, trying to, like, throw fits at each other.
Yeah.
Bro, it's crazy.
Do you feel like you have friends? I feel like we see you, but we never see, like, your friend group. So I'm assuming you're very private about it.
Nah, I actually got great friends, to be honest.
Is it like a small group?
Like
ours?
Keep it
small or got large?
See, I would say I have a small friend group, but my mama always say, like,
I have
too many friends, bro. They
always say that, bro.
You know what I'm saying? But I think the people that I do have around me are great people.
Okay, that's good.
And one thing about me is, like, I can have a lot of people around me, but it doesn't mean that, like, the way I am with this person is the same way I'm going to be to the next person. Like, I learn everybody around me, and I know how to act with everybody around me, because people are different.
Right.
You can't treat people the same.
Did we not say
you know
that?
What I'm saying?
Said the same thing
Yo,
about our
we were
friend group.
talking
like
about
the
that.
way we act.
I can't
like,
talk to Nyelah the way I talk to Nana.
It's different.
Or talk to Nana the way I talk to Lizzie, because we all have different personalities. But when
we have different relationships with each other.
You say, like, oh, I told her this and she's acting like that. Like, that's how she is. And you have to talk to her in a different way. I got to word it in a different way for her.
And that's a good thing that y'all got to learn that, because that's
like
what makes you guys.
Late, though. I feel like that's what made us bump heads and stuff like that. Like, why is that when I tell you this, you're not taking it? But it's like because of how I'm saying it to you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's a way
I have
to go
deliver
about
it better.
Yeah.
That's why you guys are so good together, because y'all know each other. Y'all know each and every single person in y'all
shout
group.
out to Lizzie and Nana.
Shout out to Lizzie and Nana.
But it took work. Like, I don't think people understand.
It's not
like,
easy.
Yeah, we post college memories and stuff like that. We were together, but we weren't really, like...
And we saw each other at our worst. That's what it takes.
That's deep.
At our worst. Like,
and it wasn't pretty, bro.
Right. From heartbreaks to heartaches to crying on the shoulder to laughing about our pain.
That's deep.
But it's
trauma.
like... it's if I know I'm going through something right now, I'm calling all of them.
And
we get on FaceTime right then and there. If we're crying, if one of us are crying, we all link up. Because that's what true friendship is.
We need to know, why are you crying?
Why are you crying? Who do I have to pull up on?
Seriously.
Stop it.
Who do I have to hurt?
Because I will.
Might have to throw Might have to throw hands.
Might have to, but like I go to war for the people that I love. And like
we don't play about each other. That's it.
But that's just loyalty. And I don't think some people understand what being friends is.
Some people don't.
Those are the people that keep you grounded. You're a reflection of who you surround yourself with. Right?
Yep.
To touch on that, like I feel like in my friend group, I know people that like sometimes when somebody does something wrong, they don't call them out.
Okay.
Cause like, you know what I'm saying, I don't know, whatever it is, like it's like, bro, that's the type of you gotta be that person. You gotta tell them.
They don't know that.
Like the truth hurts, but you gotta let them know.
You
like
have to let them know.
You have to let them know.
Check your friends.
Check them, bro. Check your friends.
Check your
friends.
And
also, while you checking them, be like
respectful about it.
Exactly.
Tell
and
it
then
in
be
a
mindful.
way that you're not talking down on them.
Yeah.
And also be open to be checked.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? Because you can't check somebody and just when you do something wrong.
Right now.
I'm supposed to be a rapper, man. I'm telling you.
Wait.
Oh my God.
I was supposed to be a rapper, man. Like,
wait.
Malachi.
I feel like if I really took like my pain game serious, I'll be like
no, he's for real.
I'll be big
Should
time.
we give him the studio time?
No.
Nah, but in all seriousness though, like
you gotta
really
be willing to be checked. Because now you're a hypocrite. You telling everybody they're wrong. What about you?
Exactly. Because there's gonna be a day when you're wrong.
There's gonna be a day.
We're not perfect.
Nobody's perfect.
You end up projecting your wrongness on somebody else when you're not willing to be checked.
Yep.
Wow.
That's just
if you're not checking your friends,
I'm telling you,
really
Nana
friends?
checks us, and Nana's the youngest.
I'm dead. I'm like, I don't want to hear it.
I was like,
Nana.
not you checking me. Then later, I'm like, damn, I needed to be checked.
Yeah.
See, but then like somebody can be ignorant and be like, you younger than me. Why
you don't know nothing.
You feel me?
But we always say Nana is so wise. So that's why it's not hard for us to accept that.
When she talks, it's like she's teaching me.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably like her upbringing. Like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She's been around like a lot of
women,
a lot of people, a lot of
strong women.
So it's like when we're being weak, she's like, no, this is how you're supposed to do it.
Yeah.
Hey, man, shout out to Nana, bro.
Shout out to Nana.
She'll be the first one to tell set your boundaries.
Yep.
Set it.
But Lizzie's
brutal.
Lizzie tells you how it is, huh?
What?
I'm dead.
She doesn't care.
Nana might put some sugar, but Lizzie, she's putting salt. Take it as it is.
You need that, though.
Or you're going to keep failing. That's really what she says.
You need that.
You need that.
But then, like, not everybody is able to
handle that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I have a friend that, like, when you really roll with them, they don't like it. Like, they know that, like.
But they know they need it in the
They
moment.
know they need it, but they want you to be more, like.
Soft
with it.
No.
Okay.
Like, your delivery got to be, like. If they come to you with a problem, that they expect you to.
Coddle them.
You feel me?
That's what Nana taught me, bro. This summer, she taught me, like, I'm not going to comfort you. I was crying to her. Tears, bro. She said, I'm not comforting you. I'm not. You can cry right now, but when you need me, we can talk. But I'm not going to comfort you. I'm not going to coddle you.
You know what? You did the same thing
and I did the same
she was
thing
like,
to
I can't cry with you. It
passed on.
She's like, I can't cry with you.
Lizzie never cried with us, bro.
Lizzie will just leave.
But, like, when it came from Nana, and then, like, it instilled in me. Then when it happened to Nyelah, I was like, I'm not letting you cry.
Yeah.
I won't let you cry. You know why? Because I see you going back to a place you tried so hard to get out of.
That's exactly what she told me.
Why
she
would
said,
I let you?
So hard
you worked so hard to
here.
be here. Why would I let you go back? What kind of friend am I?
That's real.
I see your potential, and I see you're growing every day. And someone had to tell me I won't coddle you for me to know that you shouldn't be coddled in those situations.
Yeah.
You can cry. You can definitely cry. But tomorrow, we're starting again. We're picking it back up.
You know, after that, I didn't go to the gym for 2 days straight. I was sick.
Jesus.
But you needed that, though.
Day, I went back. I said,
exactly.
no way.
Yeah, you needed that.
Because if I text you like, oh, Nyelah, it's going to be okay. No, it's not going to be okay. It's going to hurt. Yeah. But when I'm down like that, I need you to check me like that, too. You know who you are. And I told Nyelah, you know who you are. Yeah. Don't fumble that bag. Stop it.
Nah, you need that reality check,
out,
man.
I'm on fire.
Shut up.
Nah, sometimes you need that reality check though.
Like,
you really do. Like, but not everybody can handle that. That's the sad part.
That's a sad part.
And it really.
I couldn't handle that though. Before 18-year-old.
But what would you say though? You think the way she handled that situation with you, like
she was probably pissed.
I was mad.
She was mad,
but I wasn't gonna tell her that. I was
she
like,
was, but
right.
I felt it, right? I can feel when my friend don't like what I'm saying,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna tell you regardless, because one day you will thank me. I thank Nana till this day.
Yeah.
Right, and I know now she thanks me. So when I'm like that, when I'm coming boo-hooing to you, I need you to put me back in the place that I'm trying to slip out of. You work so hard to be where you are.
These are the type of friends you need, man.
This is the type of friendship you need. Some friends want to see you fall. Wow, that's crazy.
Ooh,
that's not your friend.
That's not your friend. Some people want to see you get into that fight with your significant other. That's scary.
Some friends want you to be single.
Wow.
Out of your relationship.
And then they can get a man.
That's deep.
Why wouldn't you want love for
That's
your friend?
crazy.
Why would you do that?
Some people want it. Misery loves company. That's it.
I learned that from The Great Gatsby, bro.
Lynese.
It was a good book.
But then, talking about relationships, I think when you're in a relationship, you can't listen to your friends too much.
Yo, I feel like
you can't really, and you can't share too much in your relationship to your friends.
Because
the stuff that happened in your relationship.
Your friends, they're gonna ride for you.
What?
So the one time you tell them something, it's over.
I will never look at you the same. Don't look at her. Don't talk to her. Don't text her phone. Now I'm pissed at you for still texting them when I just told you not to talk to them.
Yep.
And you know how mad your friend gets when they see you back with the person.
And you forgive them. And I'm like, yo, you gotta play nice. Like, play nice. Play nice.
And now I gotta control my emotions.
Yep.
Knowing how I truly feel. And that's why if you
hard.
cannot handle your relationship, why are you in a relationship?
I always tell my people, like, before you get into something, you got to make sure you're fully mentally ready. Like, you prepared to be in it. Especially in a relationship. Like, in a relationship, you got to be ready before you get in a relationship.
You have to.
And you have to be healed, too.
You have to be healed.
Expecting someone to heal
you. Like, you can't go on with a burden and expect them to carry it for you or help you carry it.
Because you're supposed to carry your own burden.
If you can't carry it, like,
they can assist you when you're walking with that burden, but you have to let them carry it. You have to let yourself carry it.
You got to be able to carry it.
You can't be crying about the other guy or girl.
Oh, you can't. Or whatever they did to you.
Or comparing what they did to this next relationship. You cannot.
That's another big one.
Because it's a new person.
It's a new person. Let them love you.
And let them prove themselves.
Like I always say, we're speaking from a place that we've been in before. We never speak to, like, talk down on nobody.
Oh, no.
Have I been there before?
We have.
Okay. Not even like that.
We have. This is life. We're not perfect.
This is life, for real. Like, I feel like we like to play victim. It's easy to be a victim, though.
Right? I feel like it's the easy way out.
It's the easy way out.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, someone said something rude to you, cry about it. Now they're coddling you. Like, that's easy. But when you finally...
You know why it's easy? Because you don't take accountability. Once you start taking accountability, it's hard because now you got to check your own self.
Yeah.
No one wants to look into the mirror and see their own reflection.
But you have to.
It's easier to look at somebody else and pick out their wrongs and blame them. And this guy broke my heart, but now you're trying to try me. I'm going to blame it on you. Like, it's like a domino effect.
Yeah.
And never once in that process are you healing.
Even if you do heal, you're not going to fully heal. That's when you take into your next relationship. And then the guy or the girl is the one that's dealing with it.
And you don't have to put that on them.
Because it's rooted in something. It's rooted, right? So you keep going on to and this could go for friendship too. People have friendship trauma. They expect you to do them wrong. Yeah. And this friend is being a diehard friend to you, but because your last friend did you wrong, you expect that out of somebody. It's rooted in something, but it starts with you.
Definitely starts with you.
No one goes to bed with you at night when you're crying over your last relationship. You have to fix you.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, that says it all. I mean, I think that's a good way to wrap it up too. Like, it starts with you. Change starts with you.
Change starts with you.
Yeah.
That's it. So.
Nah, you guys gotta have me back here, bro. Like,
of course.
I know, but you kind of came late.
I did kind of. It was traffic on the road, man.
ghost riding the whip.
I told you get into the fast lane.
I did get into the fast lane, but that was going slow, so I had to keep switching lanes. You feel me?
No, that happened to me. I had to switch back and then go back.
Because why are you driving?
Fast and furious with it.
If you in the fast lane and you not going 80, why are you in the fast lane?
Bro, that's a topic for another day, man.
Because like why are you there then?
You know what's crazy?
What?
I'm gonna be transparent. When I first got my car, I used to just go the speed limit.
You was one of those, huh?
I was like this.
That's tough.
If you're not going 5 above the speed limit, get out of my way.
But when you commute to work every day,
especially when like you know somebody's behind you that's in a hurry, like, and you know there's space to your right that you could move into. Just go there so they could go.
Why you in the fast lane?
You can move back when
I'm
you.
gonna go quicker right?
I'm telling you, people don't know how to drive and they don't know the rules.
People don't know how to drive.
That's it.
They really don't.
Oh my god!
And you know what? Like Malachi said, that's another topic.
That's another topic.
Yeah,
we
shout
gotta
out
wrap
to
it up,
Michael,
guys.
man. R.I.P.
Anyways, stay tuned to when we post this episode. Well, y'all gonna know when we post it because it's gonna be posted. That was dumb.
Yo, these guys are funny, man.
What? No, guys.
You guys are hilarious.
No,
wrap us up, Lynn.
Okay. Malachi, thank you. She said what she said.
I did.
Honestly, Malachi, thank you so much for
being our first guest.
Being our
We
first
appreciate
guest. Like, this was really fun to reconnect.
We should do it again.
Nah, for real. I told y'all when y'all called me, I'm like, bro, I'm gonna be a frequent guest on
Malachi
here.
was
So.
on it. Like, he was definitely on it, and we really appreciate that. So, you want to give your Instagram?
Yeah, let the people know.
Yeah, my handles are YG Malachi.
Hey! So, this is Through the Light podcast.
Through the light.
You can follow Through the Light podcast on
Instagram.
And then you can follow our personal Instagrams at Lynese 2es.w Nyelah. You better know your handle.
Nyelah __.
My girl finally knows her handle.
Yeah, I remember
I knew it last week too, girl.
She did not know.
Anywho, that's in the past. Okay. Bye, guys.
We gotta say our quote.
Go ahead.
What's the quote?
Look
Do I
at
get
you.
to say too? Or
Yeah, you can say it.
find the light in your life and grasp it.